Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. I'm back. I'm always back. Hey, what are you doing today? What are you doing today? You know what? I'm going to tow with my Lightning F-150 electric truck an open dump trailer. And let's see how this does today. Towing, not going to be having a lot of weight in it, but what I want to evaluate is on how the low profile trailer versus the enclosed trailer is a huge difference in your capabilities of how far you go. Because I have electric Lightning motorcycle trailer towing video from 2022 where I was getting below 1 mile per kilowatt, 0.8 miles per kilowatt on my vehicle, pulling over about every 80 miles to recharge it. Now with this open trailer, I think I'll probably get about 1.6. I don't think I'll get 2, but just follow me along as we do the tow review Lightning dump trailer, low profile trailer today on Ice Age TV. Lights, camera, action. Hey, for those that are watching my channel, now if you really have been a long-term subscriber of my channel, you'll know that I was one of the first in the Virginia, Maryland, DC area to get a brand new F-150 Lightning truck. Yes, that's correct. From Koons Baltimore Ford up there in Baltimore, Maryland. I got a really nice, this silver blue. Can't remember what they call that color, but I had it in June of 2022, and I did a whole tow review on that vehicle. But what I first did is, unbeknownst to many, I had my motorcycle trailer down in Tennessee along with my former F-250 Tremor truck that I had. I've had many F-250 trucks, so I had a truck very similar looking to that, but it was the Tremor package. Both of those items were in Tennessee. So I drove down my F-150 Lightning truck down Route 81, about a 400-mile trip, if I remember right. And you saw a video of me having my first experience of being on an open highway and recharging that Lightning truck in 2022 as I was driving down to get back my motorcycle trailer and motorcycles back up north to where I live here in the Northern Virginia, Maryland area. So when I drove down, my daughter followed me in the Shelby Super Snake truck that looked similar to this, but it was the real deal Shelby product that had the 770 supercharged 5.0 Coyote motor. So she followed me down to Tennessee, and you see the video of me having the challenges of charging the F-150 Lightning truck in the open road, and that's where it kind of changes the dynamics when you travel. So in that video, you witnessed me going to a charging station that I couldn't get it to properly charge the truck. And then you witnessed me going all the way to Bristol, Virginia with anticipation of the truck being able to be charged at a Walmart. Then I was down to just literally like maybe 7 to 14 miles, and I still had a ways to go to get to my mother-in-law's house. In that video, you would witness me going to Walmart, and the Walmart parking lot was being paved, so I could not get into the charging stations. So now I'm in like freak out mode because there's no charging stations down that Bristol, Virginia area back in 2022 that were accessible or really had any kilowatt power to recharge this thing. But then at the last second, I thought about the local Ford dealer down there, Friendship Ford, that's right on the Virginia and Tennessee line, and I drove over there because I was only like 3-4 miles from that location, and I was able to plug into their charging station. And then the daughter and I jumped in the Shelby truck with the dogs, and we drove up to get something to eat. And then after a few hours, we went back, and we had enough power to get me to my mother-in-law's house. But it's mother-in-law's house, so it's very, very challenging just going down. Well, now when we've had our time down there, we head back home. We now bring back, we leave the Shelby Super Snake truck in Tennessee, and now we bring back the Tremor truck with the truck and trailer connected to this. So I took the motorcycle trailer back home from Johnson City, Tennessee, all the way back up north. And I have a whole detailed video of all the challenges that I ran into trying to accomplish that. So it's in my YouTube channel, in my collection of all my videos under the F-150 Lightning Tow category. And once again, it was a very challenging trip, but I did meet a Ford representative at a Sheetz gas station as I was charging the vehicle, and I did get a lot of information out of him. And one of the things he said is the low profile trailer is your friend with these electric vehicles. The enclosed trailers, not so much. So I have a whole tow review video of me towing with that brand new F-150 Lightning truck, and I'm seeing 0.8 kilowatts per mile. And like right now, this usually 119 miles of range. So already with me plugging in the trailer, it's basically telling me I have half the range. So meaning today, this vehicle is saying basically that you're gonna have half the kilowatts. This usually gets about 2 kilowatts, 2 miles per kilowatt. So now I'm gonna be down to probably about 1 mile per kilowatt. And once again, it's because it's this low profile trailer that's much more aerodynamic. That's why I wanted to make this video this morning, because a lot of people, including myself, get critical of the Lightning truck being a real work truck. And as I say to so many on my channel, that it's a great local truck to work out of. It's not a good over-the-road truck to have. But today it'd be very interesting to see. You just witnessed 161 miles, and for me, I'm probably going to go about 80 miles round trip today with this trailer, and I will never have a lot of weight in it. I'll probably end up having 500 pounds weight in it. It's more about me utilizing this trailer because I'm throwing a bunch of metal in it, and I don't want to throw that in the back of the bed of my truck or my other motorcycle trailer or anything else. So that's what it's more about. But here we are. So just stick trailer. This trailer here, I noticed when I towed with my Chevy Bison, it's got an attitude. Those tires, I think, are really got flat spots on them. And when I was driving that Chevy Bison, that thing really was shimmy-jimmy in the whole truck. And what's interesting is this trailer seems to be interacting with this Lightning truck better than that 2500 Bison. That 2500 Bison truck, it was jerking me around. So many years ago, I would tell you that Chevy's towing capabilities aren't as good as the Ram. But I've been away from the Chevy product for a good 7 years, at least, of towing any heavy, significant weights. So I really can't tell you that now, but I would tell you previous to that, that yes, it would be not the greatest tow vehicle, and my Ram truck would outdo it all day long. And then even the Ford trucks, even though those solid front axles are challenging on those heavy-duty trucks. All right, there we are. Again, just sharing a video to give to others, back to others that are thinking about, do I get F-150 Lightning truck? Do I not? Is it worth it? And there's a lot of pluses to the truck. I mean, there's the minuses, but it's more of it's a 200-mile-a-day truck. If you're doing 300-400 miles a day, it's going to be more challenging. Oh, the beauty of taking the back roads when everybody else takes the back roads, and you meet the farmer with the old ancient tractor that can barely move up the road. Wow. So right now we're averaging 2.2 miles per kilowatt. But I really haven't been out in high speeds. I've been doing about 45, 50 miles an hour. But it's a huge difference. Actually, I'm actually very impressed that I'm above 2 miles per kilowatt. So that's not too bad. But this computer even said that it would take a while when I set up the trailer for it to get a better handle on really what its capacity for the battery to pull it would be. It's just kind of weird in how the battery is still showing like full, 95%. So it's interesting that the battery was showing 100% full, but it's a 131 kilowatt battery. So really this should be saying 300 plus miles if you're getting 2 kilowatts, over 2 kilowatts per, or over 2 miles per kilowatt. So that's kind of interesting how that factors that in. But I'll go back to the real statistics right here. But we're barely even moving, so this isn't really a good example of me pulling a trailer because we're following a guy in a tractor that's not even going to speed limit. But oh well, it is what it is. Well, the guy in the tractor, he's just not going to move over, and that could turn into a very long drive. This guy keeps on going where I'm going, so I'm going to go out to the highway out here at 270. And then also giving this vehicle a little bit better real time. Then also the thing is, when I go to adaptive cruise control, I don't think it'll go to Blue Cruise. Now the Chevrolet product, GM product, the Highway Cruise, it now does allow for the hands-free driving with trailering. But I don't think Ford's opened that up yet. I could be wrong, but we'll find out when we get up the road here. And even back when I was towing with my electric vehicle back in summer 2022, somebody asked that question. I swear that I was like, nope, they won't allow you to do Blue Cruise hands-free driving with a trailer. So has Ford updated that to compete with the highway cruise with General Motors? Beautiful day here, just incredible. Nice weather, thank goodness. The humiditure's gone away, so it's kind of even cool, chilly to a degree. It's been chilly in that camper. I haven't turned any heat on, but it's like brr. So head up the road here to the highway, and then, like I say, when you get the higher speeds, then we'll really start to know really how efficient this trailer is. Dude, this is a beautiful country over here. When you think of Maryland, the DC metro area, and you probably think this area is just packed to the brim with housing and shopping centers, buildings. It's not. I mean, it's not at all. I mean, the Beltway by the Birds Way is probably 15 miles from here, if that. All right, here we are. Now, one thing about these electric trucks, they get so much torque, these things just rock. So now I'm going to go to my Blue Cruise, and what does it do? I don't know if it does anything. So there it is. So yeah, so Blue Cruise does not activate on this thing, but I hate getting on this damn road. I usually go the back road just for this reason, because all the time this 70 sucks. Always accidents, construction. So I'd have been better off just following that guy in track. Just incredible. So correctamundo, no Blue Cruise when you have a trailer hooked up to the truck. And it knows, because you plug that your 7-pin in, and then it knows that you've got a trailer hooked up to your truck. So automatically deactivates the Blue Cruise. The adaptive cruise control still works, but the hands-free, you don't get it. The GM has got one up on Ford on that capability. And the Bison doesn't have hands-free driving because it's too beefy of a truck. Just like their Ford Raptor truck, they won't put hands-free in that truck. It's just too beefy of a vehicle. So usually the Super Duty trucks and stuff on the Ford side, Chevy side, I should say the Ford side and Chevy, I guess, but I don't know. Because the regular heavy-duty Chevys and GMs have that Super Cruise. I guess it's just I don't know. That's very intriguing to figure all that out, right? Yes, huge difference on low-profile trailers versus the enclosed cargo trailer. I'm still getting 2.2 miles per kilowatt, which is not too shabby. And I should be able to get back home. I mean, it's not a long day for me, but so in this scenario here, we probably go about 120 miles, 125 miles before you have to recharge. Maybe. But it's probably still about 100-mile. Sadly, it's probably still about 100-mile pullover because of the way the charging stations are all spread out. And you can only charge back up 80% of the battery. So it's kind of interesting how, even though this gets a lot better range, in some ways, you still may be forced to pull over every 100 miles. That would be interesting out in the real deal roadways of the infrastructure of the charging station. It's the electric truck trailer time. Hey, look at this. We're still averaging 2.2 miles per kilowatt. Not bad at all. So this trailer, that's more of a profile trailer to the truck, it really is a huge difference in your towing, because I still have great range, and the truck's just so powerful with all the torque and all. I'm out here in the country now, and it's definitely very nice. I got a guy here probably saying you're crazy. I agree. I got it because this truck is so potent. I mean, it really is. The trailer's a little jittery. Those tires just sits too much. It likes to really jiggle you around. It's just beautiful country, but yeah, really impressive. So what I'd be telling anybody that's going to buy an F-150 Lightning truck, if you're not doing enclosed trailers, you're going to be fine. I mean, if you're not doing a big wall of wind behind you, you really can probably go pretty far, which is really encouraging if you're the landscaping guy or even the handyman guy, whatever it may be, where you got more of a flatbed or a utility trailer behind you versus an enclosed cargo trailer. And she just gets down the road like nothing. So as you can see, doing really well. A beautiful day. Just beautiful weather. And I ended up doing a whole job all by myself. My daughter and Brian, by the time I got that job that I was doing, I was done. Yeah. Just keep on getting, man. So that's what it is. It's not a real lengthy in-depth video. Just like to share my routine with you. And hopefully this helps you feel like you're in the real world experience like I am of what's going on. If you buy an electric truck and you're towing a non-enclosed trailer, you're going to do all right getting around, not to be worried about anxiety, range anxiety. It's just really incredible how this is the area so close to the DC metro area, but it's still the country flair. There's just still so much open land, and you just don't think that's the case when you live so close to the DC, Virginia, Alexandria, Fairfax. You just picture that the area is a metropolis, but it's not. It's still just wide open. There's so much future growth. It's just infinite for years and years and years. And here's somebody who owns a massive tree shrubbery farm out here. It's massive. I mean, look at all the trees and shrubs that this person maintains. I mean, wow. You can imagine the responsibility. I mean, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of years. Many, many years of cultivating and nurturing all those trees. Wow. Look, it's still going. I mean, and it goes on the other side of the road. So, I mean, it goes over, it goes over further. You're just seeing this side of the road. That's something. Now that's a full-time job, you know what I mean by that. Yeah. There's a lot of vegetation out here, a lot of farmers. This house looks no different from driving by there in 1990. I'm not lying. There's a Ferrari back there. There's literally a Ferrari car sitting behind that guy's house. I'm not lying. Here's a Ferrari car from like the 70s sitting in that guy's yard. Weirdest thing in the world. That'll be a barn find one day, I guarantee you that. We're coming back to the state for Virginia, the state of the lovers. Virginia's for lovers, but hey, I dropped down to 2.1 miles per kilowatt, so I did go down a little bit. Not a lot. It's like a 140-mile range. So, how many miles did I drive, though? That'll be the real question. As it comes back into my home state, Virginia. Welcome to Virginia. All right, everybody, there it is. The big trailer day. with the electric vehicle and the dump trailer. I didn't haul much stuff, so it's not really about how much weight. It was more about the resistance. And at the end of the day, it's just a really great tow vehicle. So for the EV age enthusiast, the F-150 Lightning truck is a great work truck if you're a local guy. It really is. And they're coming down in pricing, and they're discounting them. So if you get one for a decent price, I think it's worth the money spent. So as always, an Ice HCV, and hope this video helped you think about a Lightning truck if you do some towing. And once again, it's the greatest idea to be getting an enclosed trailer to tow with, because that really takes away all of your capabilities. A camper, forget it. It's over. So God bless. Have a great evening.